Hello there, dear Leo. How are you all? This is your December general and love reading. It's for the whole month of December 2020. I will be doing extra readings just for love for the month of December. They're just around the corner, so thank you again for being here. Thank you for liking, sharing, and subscribing always to my channel. Leo, thank you. Now, we're at the end of the year 2020, so let's see what's going on for Leo, please, Spirit. Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars for the Divine Masculine, and North Node for those of you that are familiar with your North Node in your natal chart. So, Spirit, for Leo, what's the message for Leo in December? We have the Fates. So something fated is happening for you, no doubt. I will be reading from the book. It's a 17. 17 is also the number of the star. So maybe some of you are dealing with an Aquarius. Leo, Aquarius is your 7th house. So it could be a karmic relationship. Now, karmic does not mean that it's something that you can't be in a karmic relationship. It's just that there are lessons that are learned. It's fated, so we are, with our first breath at birth, we have already signed our contract, on what our soul knows what we're going to live through this incarnation. So you've already signed the contract of this incarnation. Let's see what December of 2020 brings for Leo. And I want to say Aquarius is also a fixed sign as you are, so they don't like change much. And you could also be dealing with someone that could be at a distance. Aquarius is something, the star is something far away. But Aquarius can also speak of the future, okay? Just around the corner. Leo, in the now, we've got the Hanging Man. So the Hanging Man is a sacrifice. We know that. It's Piscean energy. You could be ending a karmic cycle. It's fated to end. Maybe you've sacrificed a lot. Pisces is also unconditional love. But in this picture here, we've got someone losing money. So it's cost you financially whatever you have sacrificed and whatever you've been waiting on. Remember that this is the Hanging Man. There's been a hold-up for a cycle to end. What's at the foundation? We've got the Ace of Swords. So severing ties, becoming victorious in the distant past in relation to your foundation, your home, your safety and your security. Let's see. Recent past, we've got the Ten of Pentacles. More money. Things to do with money, monetary matters, family situations, your abundance, your livelihood. On your mind, we've got the Nine of Swords, so it looks like Leo is worried at this time. We've got 10 swords here. 10 swords, so you may be dealing, as I said, with an air sign. Could be Aquarius, doesn't have to be Aquarius. We know that the Hanging Man can also be Pisces, so Pisces can also be deception. What is the outcome for Leo? We've got the Queen of Pentacles. And Queen of Pentacles is my Virgo Capricorn card. Doesn't have to be. Leo, some of you may have personal planets in Virgo as well. Queen of Pentacles is someone that's very stable, very secure in their finances. This could be a restart of something that you may have lost financially. And this is what's on your mind. This is what's keeping you up at night. A lot of stress in relation to financial loss. It could be a loss because of some deception, a family matter, a business. Remember that the Queen of Pentacles holds the Ace of Pentacles, right? Which can mean a commitment, something long-term, your money, a promotion. Let's see what's at the bottom of the deck. We've got the Strength card. And Leo, Spirit is asking that you are patient, that you trust in your higher self, your ability to manifest something, but you need to be patient. Beneath that is the Magician. The Magician speaks of having all the tools. It's an ace. You've got an ace up your sleeve, no wonder, dear Leo. And remember that the Magician is Mercury. So with Mercury having retrograded in Scorpio and Libra, that's got to do with your daily routine for you and your relationships, your partnerships as well. Something is going to come to light, something that you haven't been able to see, and you've been up all night, maybe even working on something. You've sacrificed a lot to do with matters of truth. Beneath that is the Five of Wands. Five of Wands is conflict. It's not being on the same page in a family situation, in a work situation. There's been conflict. There's been a lack of balance. Let's see what's going on here. I love to see the Queen of Pentacles as the outcome card. Because remember, Ten of Pentacles is a cycle ending, and you're holding the beginning of a new cycle here. Let's see for Leo, please, Spirit. Leo in December. We have the Ship, which means transitioning. We have the Key, which means you can find a solution, or this could be your escape route. If you're needing to escape a situation that was very difficult, remember that the Strength card, this could be, there's a competitive energy as someone needs to understand that their higher self can manage any situation. I feel this card like a bit of a tug of war. Okay, it's quite competitive. What you need to do is trust in your abilities. Okay, so we've got a solution here, and we've got the Mountain, which is usually a blockage, but it's a 21, which means you're coming to the end of a karmic uphill battle cycle, right? And it's been quite, because when I see the Mountain, it's like, you know, it's that mountain goat. It's the energy of Capricorn. Let's see what's at the bottom. We've got the 10, another 10, which is the Scythe. Very similar to the Ten of Pentacles for me. But the Scythe says that we need to sever what has been holding us back on our manifestation, right? Whether this is money, this is a family situation, a long-term commitment, a business. So we know that the Scythe, we've got the lilies beneath that. We know that the Scythe can mean that we need to sever ties with something, but this can also speak of through severing, shedding that skin, transforming your life, you are able to come into abundance, because the Scythe cuts the wheat when it's grown, right? So it's collecting the abundance. Now here we've got the lilies, which is a very motherly, it's a very pure energy, but it's also very sexual. So this is beautiful motherly energy. I mean, this is divine help coming through. It's also a very spiritual card, so you need to believe in your abilities. Remember that the Hanging Man is also Pisces. That's also very spiritual. Now this is a 30, which equals a 3. Again, it does speak of that motherly, it's Gaia, it's Mother Gaia giving you the manifestation, the abundance, as long as you sever ties with whatever has been holding you back on your abundance. And it's probably a karmic decision that you need to make, because we've got the bridge here, the bridges. So you're crossing over a bridge that is very karmic. This is an 11. Remember, 38 equals 11. And yes, you've gone through the test. You're proving your strength of character. For those of you that are mothers, because the bear can mean protection, it's also that Saturnian closed door that you need to stand in your integrity, sacrifice, do the work so that you could move forward on. So there's the challenge. And this is like Saturn in Capricorn. very similar to the mountain, but it's a 21 here, which again adds up to a 3. So some of you may be needing to sever ties with a past cycle in your life, one that has come to an end. You've sacrificed a lot. I think that you haven't been moving, actually, and that's what is costing you financially, emotionally, psychologically. It's costing you. And you show up as the Queen of Pentacles, which means you're someone that's very, very stable. But Leo, I think that because you are very fixed, yes, you don't like change. I think because with the Queen of Pentacles, she's more mutable as I see her. Even though, yes, she's earth, and earth does not like change. They're very slow to change, but they're very much about planning, strategizing, right? Maybe there were money matters that were keeping you in a certain position as well. And I'm going to say the card of Fates says a lot. It's all about timing. It's all about timing. It's all about faith. But I do feel that your dependability is what's going to give you the key and the solution. But you need also to have the, I don't want to say it in a rough way, but your courage. I wanted to use another word, but I will not. So your courage and your trust in your higher self, your ability will get you to your goal. So let's have a look at the Cartomancy for Leo, please, Spirit. Leo. We have the child, and the child means something of newness, a birth. Yes, this can mean an actual birth, because I've already mentioned the Empress. The Queen of Pentacles is also a mother. Some of you, this could be an actual birth, a difficult pregnancy, where you needed to be bedridden. Don't worry, all will be well. We have gladness. So allegreza. Allegreza means happiness. Even though, yes, it's very similar to the Nine of Wands. Even though it's been harsh, I feel that good things are coming through. It's like how I see this card. It's like business as usual. Things will come back to normal. Your challenges will end. As we've also got, it does speak of trust issues here. So those of you that are escaping a situation where you've sacrificed too much, you're able to do that. You're coming to the end of a karmic cycle. And we've got the thief here. So this could mean financial loss, or that someone in a family situation was stealing. They were very happy, as they thought that they would get away with it. Very similar to the Seven of Swords. So there was negativity where your happiness was concerned. This was a challenge. But something was trying to be birthed here. And this comes to an end. Remember, we've got a 10 here. What's at the bottom of the deck? We've got the rival here. So yes, the rival, as you can see, there's 3 people here, and one person is holding a gun. So there is an enemy. There's animosity here. There's jealousy. So for those of you that have been connecting with a person that, and maybe this is you coming out of a commitment, whatever the situation here is here, we've got the rival. So there's external input in your situation. So there's conflict, okay? There's competition. The competition for money, the competition for abundance, and the competition for someone's heart. So we've got a queen here, another queen, so that could be a rival. For those of you that are the divine feminine, there is another feminine who is your rival. Even though we don't have the divine masculine here, I feel that we will. Let's have a look. Let's take more cards and see what's going on. Let's look at the astrology. Wow. For Leo, please, Spirit. Leo in December. What's the advice here? What energies is Leo working with? Yeah, okay. Thank you. Thank you, Spirit. We have Grand Cross and Provoker. So, yes, you are coming up to a pressurized time. It's like without the pressure, the door doesn't open, Leo. We've got a 47, which is another 11. So, I feel that your competition could be a Libra. Grand Cross and Provoker. This in astrology is a major pressure cooker. You are going through a lot of pressure, but remember that the diamond in the rough comes after a lot of pressure through that volcanic energy, right? That's how the door opens. That's how the portal opens for you. So you may be provoked through competitive energies, through maybe even a sacrifice for those of you that have been sacrificed to the point where of no return. You're being provoked to change, to end a cycle here, dear Leo, and to sever ties. So let's have a look at more cards and see what's going on. What's going on for Leo? Why do we have the Hanging Man here? We have the Ten of Wands. Ten of Wands is a major burden. It's heaviness. It's getting to the end of the cycle, though. And we've got the High Priestess. The High Priestess is that third person, usually. She's all about secrets, okay? Now, Leo, use your intuition. If your intuition is screaming out to you, you need to listen to it. This could also be you growing spiritually. Now, the High Priestess, she holds her cards close to her chest. Be very careful who you share your information with. And the High Priestess is Pisces, Virgo energy. So Pisces is, remember, it's the ending of a cycle. It can mean unconditional love. It can also speak of deception. Virgo is looking at the details. It's crossing your I's and dotting your T's, doing your homework. Let's see what this Ace of Swords is at the foundation. We have the Two of Wands. So the Two of Wands can mean a choice here, remember. Let's have a look at this Ten of Pentacles. We've got the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands is my Sagittarius card. Knight of Wands is someone that is very creative, someone that could be very free-loving. Some of you could be at a distance, or you travel, you're dealing with someone that travels for work. Could be someone that is from a different background, different culture. Why do we have the Strength card here? Now, some of you could be closing the door to a commitment where someone was being the player. Someone was, and I was talking about being provoked before with the volcano. Look at the background here. We've got the volcano. We've got the volcano. You just can't make these things up. Why do we have the Strength card as the general energy for Leo, please, Spirit? The Strength card. We have the Ace of Cups, another card, and we have the Three of Pentacles. Yes, so there is a third person in the picture. This could be a connection through work. Now, for those of you that are hoping to create something because it looks as though you are in a competitive situation here, that your sacrifices, you may feel you're worried about them being not seen, someone beating you to the finish line because you've got you've been provoked by someone, and this could also say that your provoker has shown themselves, even though we've got the high priestess, which is usually someone that's quite low key, not showing themselves. But I feel that, Leo, you know who your competition is, because for those of you that are watching me, I feel that you're very connected to spirit. You've aligned with spirit and you've got the information. You're also, if you've been doing your homework, you know what's going on, what's really going on. And with the Ace of Cups, which does speak of Piscean energy, we've got the Ace of Cups underneath, we've got all those fish. And Pisces is unconditional love. Now, this could also be sacrifice to the point of you feel as though you've been deceived. You may, like, your efforts will not be rewarded, that your success will be taken from you, your position. Let's look at that Nine of Swords, because that's what's happening in your head. There's a lot of thoughts. We've got the Three of Wands. Three of Wands, which means usually the work that we've been doing, we're hoping on that ship to come through. In this deck here, the Gilded Royale, we've got the ship already showing. It's showing up. So, Leo, even though with the Nine of Swords, it's like being in the darkness and not being able to see, because the swords are just thoughts. You're not using, you're using your logic more than your third eye, and you need to do that. So I'm not talking to all the same Leos out there. Those of you that are spiritually awake, you already have the indication. Maybe it's you just having trouble waiting. You are a fire sign. Maybe this is the doubts that are in your mind, that ship will not show up for you. And this could also have to do with the lockdown, if you're dealing with someone that could be at a distance, or if this is you hoping to expand on your business or working through social media. Remember that you've got the Star card, the Star energy there with the 17. It's all fated, Leo. So, and remember that Aquarius is other people for you. It doesn't have to only be love. It could be work colleagues. Let's take another card on that Nine of Swords. We've got the Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, so it's the Knight of Pentacles is someone that's very strategic. They come through very slowly. Again, it's the Virgo energy. So they're planning. They're coming through. It's just maybe that some of you feel as though you can't see that ship and it's not going to happen, but it is happening. Whatever you've been trying to manifest here. So for some of you, you may be dealing with someone that's a bit younger. The Divine Masculine is showing up as younger, less experienced. Wow. And the Tower is right here at the outcome position, which is a major shift, an epiphany. Now this is Scorpio, but it's also Uranus for me. It's like Uranus transiting through Taurus. Changes, sudden changes where your money is concerned, where your values. And obviously there's a spirit has come in to bring in the change. If those of you have been waiting on that change and not, you're waiting for the proof before you could take action, I would say, dear Leo, I feel that spirit is bringing in the changes for you. Let's take another card, and we've got the World card. And this is a successful ending to a fated situation. The World card means that you're expanding your horizons, you're finishing a karmic cycle. Remember that the world holds 4 fixed energies: Taurus, Scorpio, Leo, Aquarius. So it's a major accomplishment to have the World card here. You've got a 21 here, and you've got the World card. So sudden changes, epiphanies, information come through that open that portal for you. The portal of truth, the portal to see the truth, because remember that the tower means it is an epiphany. You get to see something. It's that awakening of Uranus. So that major shift, which is very karmic. Two very karmic cards. Others of you could be, I mean, this is the lockdown, which is going to end soon. And, you know, your horizons will open where business is concerned. Okay? I want to have I really want to have a look at that High Priestess. For others of you, the World card means the ending of a karmic cycle. And this may have been, for those of you that have been dealing with someone that was very much of a player, for those of you that were dealing with someone that was not ready to settle down, that challenge ends as well, as someone is having an epiphany here. And they may be provoked to see what their truth is. Remember that the tower is, it's like from one moment to the other you're seeing the truth. Something is uncovered. Something is seen within our psyche. The High Priestess, let's have a look. We have the Nine of Cups. The Nine of Cups is a wish card. I want to have a look at this Knight of Wands, please, Spirit. We have the Fool card, and the Fool means Aries. Aries is a brand new cycle. It's starting something new, or someone that's willing to take a risk and go on that journey. Remember, it's a major cycle. Okay, so remember that we've got the Hanging Man, we've got the Fool here, and it's a grand provoker for a brand new cycle to start. Let's have a look at that Knight of Pentacles right up here on your mind. And we've got the Ten of Cups. Someone is strategizing. They're coming in slowly to bring in happiness, to bring in fulfillment. We've got the 9 and 10 of Cups. So someone here is quite strategic. So Leo, if you are dealing with an earth sign, could be someone that's got strong Virgo, doesn't have to be. If you are dealing with someone that's quite strategic, they're coming in, but they're making sure they want to get to the 10 of Cups. Now, if you've got, again, if you're on the cusp with Virgo, that's your energy. But we've got a Queen of Pentacles and we've got 2 Knights here. So those of you that are making a choice, I think that you're leaving a player behind as they're starting a new cycle for their life. And you're waiting on that slow, very secure, very long-term connection. Someone who you can depend on. Remember that the Knight of Pentacles holds a pentacle. It's what you're holding. And you are the Queen of Pentacles. 4 of Cups. We've got the 4 of Cups here, and this is, of course, the Ace of Cups for me. That's how I see it. Someone could be ready now to take a risk, to come into something much more stable. 4s always speak about home and family, right? Okay, so Leo, do not jump ahead of yourself. You're on the right track. You may be provoked. Now, the provoking could be on the other side. The other person may be provoked to change their ideas, to change the way they see something. You do have 2 cards of success here. Let's have a look. Let's read the Fates card, and then I'm going to take some handwritten love messages for you. So number 17. And we have fate, karma, acceptance that there are things you cannot change, and knowing what those things are. Now, the Oracle's message says, the Serenity prayer sums up the meaning of this card. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. There are things in life you will never have control over. The conditions brought on by the evolution of the collective, by nature, and by your past experiences may be fated, preordained by spirit for a greater purpose you cannot understand in this lifetime. It may not be in your cards to understand why certain events occurred, but you can accept the mystery and work with what those events and your current circumstances have to teach you. This is the wisdom contained in the Serenity Prayer. Now, in relationship, other people are who they are. You can't change them. The challenge is to accept them as they are and not to try to make them otherwise to suit you. This is a time to look at how you attempt to mold people to fit your view of how they should be so you can remain in the relationship and avoid discomfort. Why do I feel like that's a message for those of you that are cross-watching Leo? What if who they are and whatever is happening between you and them in this situation is perfect from the perspective of spirit? Now is the time to accept what you cannot change, even if it means that you honor yourself, spirit, and the other person by moving on. Love unconditionally for each of us is on our own journey, and we cannot direct that of another. Be aware that this relationship is indeed fated, and you are meant to evolve into a better version of yourself as a result of it. Interesting. Let's look at the prosperity message. Your experiences concerning prosperity and abundance are beyond your personal control right now. You are being invited to accept what is unreservedly. This could be a temporary situation seemingly thrust upon you by outside forces, but there is an underlying purpose you can't see that has been determined by the fates. It could be a situation you are unprepared for, and you may not understand how it will benefit you in the moment. Do not fight the situation. Ride it out and see where it leads. Surrender to it, and the serenity you need to make good choices from here on out will be given to you. You will indeed flourish. That's your message, Leo. So it ties in very well with the Hanging Man in the now, in the here and now. It does say, surrender to the energies. You will have your wish fulfilled with this Nine of Cups. So Leo, if you have been trying to force fate to change, it will not work. And that could be also an epiphany. Now, that doesn't have to be your message. It could be the other person. I just dropped a card and I will take it. I'm sorry for not trusting you, but I've been hurt before. We're done. I can't do this anymore. It hurts too much. We've got a number 17 here. And if we break down the 10, it's an 8. And 8 is Scorpio. Remember, Scorpio means death, transformation. You are so hot, I want you, you drive me crazy. Wow, this means a strong, passionate connection. Maybe you've been in a connection, dear Leo, where someone was only about the intimate side of things and not the spiritual connection here. So we've got 1725, that equals a 7. 7 means the Chariot. You do have the Chariot where you are overcoming. You may be moving away from a situation. Did I say you've got the Chariot? Wow. I did say you've got the Chariot. I think that was in my last reading. I don't know why. This is saying to me that obviously something to do with Cancerian matters, moving away from a home. I don't think that I said that for nothing. Wow, 16. Now we've got a 16, which is the Tower. If we don't add up the 1 and 6, right? Let's take a couple more messages. You are very attractive. I don't know if I can keep my hands off you. Wow. More fire. If you won't or can't accept my life and my ways, then we're over. I can have any man or woman with a blink of an eye. Talk about ego. Talk about ego. Let's take one more card. I have so much on my plate. I don't know if I can offer you anything. I've been through a lot. That's a lot to handle, Leo. That is a lot. We've got a 16 here as well. 16 there and a 16 there, so that's 2 7s. What that says to me, because we've got 2 7s and we've got 2 16s, which can mean that you need to, or that you should be expecting a major shift, a major epiphany that either you're having or both of you are having, which will bring changes. This can also mean that both parties, if this is a connection, are hoping to overcome with dealings with a family situation, a not so secure surrounding where their safety and their emotional happiness is concerned. So this could be 2 different people, both people coming out of a dark or difficult phase in their lives. Now, if we add a 7 and a 7, that's 14, which is, it's temperance, right? So tempering yourself, being patient that something is being worked out for you. And I'm going to say that both people are riding the chariot. It's the power is being put in your hands to make the changes that you need and move towards victory. Make the changes that are necessary and take yourself to a much more safe and secure position. I think I will leave it there. I think I will leave it there. It's interesting that these cards are quite challenging, dear Leo, and we've got the Grand Cross and the Provoker. You are dealing with something karmic right now, but thank God for the Tower here, and I always say that I love the Tower because the Tower is going to bring you the World card. A completion of sorts. Remember that the main card is the Queen of Pentacles. She holds that Ace of Pentacles, which is long-term. It's security, financial, emotional. It's everything that is a new beginning. A new beginning, but something that you can depend on. And I feel that with the ending of this year, it's like a restart. Next year is a restart for you. One last card I want to take, and that's on this Ace of Cups, which is right on the Strength card and the 3 of Pentacles. What's this Ace of Cups, please, Spirit? We've got Temperance. There is Archangel Michael. I just got the goosebumps. Because this Ace of Cups can speak of tears, tears of sadness, overflowing, but also tears of joy. Temperance, the archangels are here for you. Now this can speak of the time of Sagittarius, which we're moving into that. Now the sun is in Sag already, but we are having an eclipse. We're having a new moon solar eclipse on the 15th of December in Sagittarius. Now eclipses can last for a few months, the energy of that eclipse. Even now, things could be happening for you now. So Spirit is saying it's happening for you in divine timing. Do not fret. And Leo, I will leave you on that note. I want to thank you so much for liking, sharing, and subscribing. Thank you so much for the support you show. I will be back with a love reading for December. Much love. Talk to you soon.